A very good afternoon. Welcome to Euro 2024 live on LFS as we wrap up Group C and Group D this afternoon with 4 games on the horizon that could two of the favourites in these matchups take on their third matchday games. France, who lead the way in Group D at the moment. We will watch them first. They take on Poland, who are already eliminated from the European Championships, become the first side to be eliminated after their 3-1 defeat to Austria and the 0-0 draw between France and the Netherlands on match day 2. The Netherlands will feel pretty hard done by the fact that they didn't get that goal that was controversially disallowed given to them, as they would have top spot at this moment. Other than that, Austria, they've still got a chance to finish top as well. If Poland can beat France and Netherlands fail to beat Austria, there's a very hopeful opportunity for Austria as well. Poland's future is decided, but any other 3 teams in this group could finish in any of the other places. France and the Netherlands, although have already qualified because of their points accumulation, they cannot be toppled on that front. They have 4 points, which is enough to qualify. A bit later on, we'll watch Group C as Denmark take on Serbia, and England still have to win to secure a top spot against Slovenia, despite being already qualified for the knockouts, even if they finish first, second or third in their group. Let's have a look at the teams then for this one, because this is going to be an exciting afternoon. Netherlands-Austria, a tough game, a tight game, and France would love to get one of their players scoring in the tournament. They scored 1 goal so far, Les Bleus, but it was an own goal from Max Verber on match day 1. Poland already out. They'll want to play for pride, and they've got their main man, Robert Lewandowski, leading the line. Let's start with the Netherlands and Austria. Let's look at their teams, and there's 3 changes for Ronald Koeman's Netherlands from their draw with France in the last game. Lashrel Gertrude, Joey Veerman and Doniel Malen all start in the side. Memphis Depay, he retains his place in the side, while Wout Weghorst is again on the bench, who scored the winner against Poland on match day 1. So the full side is as follows: Verbruggen in goal, Gertrude, De Vrij, Van Dijk and Ake in a back 4, Schoten, Veerman and Reinders in midfield, Malen off the right, Gakpo off the left, Depay through the middle. For Austria, there are starts for Max Verber, who scored that own goal against France on match day 1, Alexander Prass, who impressed last time out, Romano Schmid and Patrick Wimmer all are in the 11. The full 11 for Austria is Pence in goal, Posch, Verber, Leinhardt and Prass in a back 4, Seevold and Grilic, an unchanged defensive midfield 2, Schmid in a more attacking role, Wimmer off the right, Sabitzer off the left, and Marko Arnautovic, the only scorer from match day 2 against Poland in the starting 11. He scored the crucial 3rd goal that secured the 3 points for Austria against Poland. Ralf Rangnick and Ronald Koeman, 2 well-established coaches on the international field, and they face off this afternoon. Netherlands in 2nd, Austria in 3rd, both with a realistic chance of top spot if France can't do their job against Poland. To the French team, and big news for France. Kylian Mbappe starts. He's back in the starting 11 after sitting out the draw with the Netherlands with a broken nose. Antoine Griezmann has to settle for a place on the bench as Bradley Barcola comes into the side for Les Bleus. Didier Deschamps' side start with Mike Maignan in goal. He's continued in goal for the previous 2 games and kept 2 clean sheets so far in a 1-0 win and a 0-0 draw. A back 4 of Jules Koundé, Deo Upamecano, William Saliba and Theo Hernandez, an unchanged defence from any of their group games. A midfield 3 of N'Golo Kanté, Aurélien Tchouameni and Adrien Rabiot in midfield, with a front 3 of Ousmane Dembele, Bradley Barcola and Kylian Mbappe. On the bench for France, Samba, Areola, Pavard, Mendy, Klose, Konate, Camavinga, Zaïre-Emery, Fofana, Coman, Griezmann, Giroud, Colomwani and Thuram. Poland boss Michel Probers has brought captain Robert Lewandowski back in the starting 11. The Barcelona striker came off the bench against Austria on the hour mark in the loss to Austria after missing the first match through injury. He starts with Skorupski in goal, a back 5 of Frankowski, Bednarek, Davidovic, Kivior and Zalewski. In midfield, three of Jakub Moder, Zielinski and Sebastian Szymanski, with a front two of Urbanski and Robert Lewandowski, the captain. Poland already out. They're playing for pride. France are playing for top spot, and it could get very tight in Group D as we head on throughout this afternoon. Kick-off in both games between the Netherlands and Austria, and France and Poland are on the way next. Bodies in the box, McTominay's in! Takes a deflection! Scotland take the lead! Scott McTominay, their top scorer in qualifying for the Euros, is their opening scorer at the Euros. Scott McTominay's deflected effort gives the Tartan Army the lead. Scotland leading Cologne. Welcome back to Euro 2024 live this evening for our first two games of the day, both in Group D as that group comes to a close. As we watch the Netherlands and Austria on the side of your screen there on the left hand side, France and Poland is our commentary game, and we'll update you on everything that happens in the table right the way throughout. This is the table as it stands before kickoff. Netherlands leading the way on goals scored at the moment. France just behind them in second. Austria in third on 3 points, with Poland already eliminated without a single point to their name. Funnily enough, Austria are the top scorers of the group, having scored 3 goals. All 3 goals came against Poland on match day 2. And France will be hoping they can get on the score sheet here this afternoon, having not done so with any of their own players at the start of this tournament. We'll be watching that, and Kylian Mbappe has never scored in a European Championships game before. Previous appearances, but never a goal for the French captain this afternoon. And he'll look to get his account opened in the European Championships against Poland today. He's on a yellow card as well, Mbappe, having got one on match day 1 when he did break his nose. If he gets a yellow card today, alongside Ousmane Dembele, they will miss a possible round of 16 tie, which we don't know who their opponents will be yet. For France, of course, we'll figure that out over the next few days. The likelihood is, if they finish in the top 2, France, which seems to be the case, they will either play the runner-up of Group F, or they will face the runner-up of Group E. So they will play a second-place team no matter what, France. Either from Group E or Group F, depending whether they finish top or second. And it will be very close. We'll keep you to date with it. Could come down to goal difference or even goals scored, and if it's down to that point, it would literally come down to disciplinary measures, which would be yellow cards, red cards, because there's head-to-head isn't different. Points would be the same, goal difference could be the same, goals scored could very much be the same. It could come down to yellow cards, which we haven't seen in a long time in the European Championships, and we'll see if it happens today. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on post notifications if you haven't done so already. It'd be greatly appreciated, and we'll keep you up to date with both games as they happen here on LFS this afternoon, as we have with Group A and Group B previously. And we're set up for some dramatic late action. The last 2 streams we've done on match day 3 have both had last minute goals. Could we have a third? Could we have a hat-trick of last-minute winners or equalisers? As we get underway, Poland get us going. France in their lighter blue strip. Austria are playing the Netherlands in white this afternoon. Poland in red. So blue v red here in the BVB Stadion in Dortmund. It's Signal Iduna Park, Borussia Dortmund's ground, which this stadium will host one of the 2 semi-finals in a few weeks' time. France will be hoping that they're in that stage of the competition. Poland know they're not going to be. This is their last game of the competition, and they would love to buy out with a promising performance and a promising result. Ultimately, France will be very determined today. They know they can't take anything for granted, France. They're also underway in the other game as well, between the Netherlands and Poland. Or Netherlands and Austria, sorry. Already well underway in that one. Of course, a very foggy pitch here this afternoon, so I do apologise if I get one or two names wrong, because we're at a distance and it is a bit foggy. Those flares as France try and press there with Mbappe. Davidovic, sorry, almost give it away as Chouameni wins it for France in the middle. Dembele. Right, it goes to the left-hand side to Hernandez. Now Mbappe. And France look pretty lackluster against the Netherlands. Look quite blunt on the final third without Kylian Mbappe. As expected, they haven't won any of their 7 games without Mbappe since June 2022, France. So he is a key figure in them picking up wins. Barcola, nice work to win it back. Conte, riding a challenge, finds Dembele. Out to the right hand side it comes to Jules Koundé. Conte. Poor pass by Conte, but Dembele will pick it up. Just feed it across to Hernandez. France just getting the measure of themselves early on. Measure of their early passing. And Mbappe is in that mask, of course. As expected. Friday night was clearly too early for Mbappe, having broke his nose literally just 8 days ago in that fixture against Austria on match day 1. Friday was too early and he's in the side today. Wasn't going to miss more than one game, the French captain, as Koundé won the free kick there. We've said it in all 3 games, well, all previous 2 games where France have played. They could be going through as group winners, but they want to be the winners. They want to be the European champions, something that Didier Deschamps did as a player. And we've become the first to win both World Cup and European Championships as both a player and a head coach in history. So we would be in the history books, Didier Deschamps. Not many have won both as a player, never mind as a player and a coach. Mbappe hasn't even done that. Here's Jules Koundé. Infield to Conte. Switches it out to Hernandez. Comfortable possession for France in and around the final third at the moment. Here's Bradley Barcola. Takes a man on. Barcola gets to the byline. Looking for the cut back, and there's no one in the middle. Cleared up behind for a corner there by Jan Bednarek. And Jakob Moder as well. So it will be a France corner, but good early possession for Les Bleus. Off to a good start. And Dembele will take the first corner of the game, as he's going to have to be stopped here as he took the corner. The referee just blew the whistle there for the moment. Referee Marco Guida from Italy is our referee in this one this afternoon. Netherlands-Austria at the moment is still goalless, of course. Update if anything changes. The corner comes in. Goes all the way through out the back post. Not a bad delivery by Dembele. Upamecano was the closest. Lewandowski just sailed over his head and then he left it there. Kasper Urbanski at the back post just left it and goes for a goal kick to Poland. But threatening corner there from France. Didn't find a target. No ball forward. Saliba heading it forward, and an unchanged defence for France, which has been an interesting prospect for them. Clearly, Didier Deschamps is happy of the way they've been defending. The fact that they've kept 2 clean sheets from their previous group games. As they come forward here, Lewandowski, nice layoff, and Saliba with a sliding challenge. The shot from distance is into the hands of Mike Mania. Better from Poland. They find a bit of a space and broke free and broke forward. It's a long ball, a bit poor from Theo Hernandez there. But as I was saying, clearly Didier Deschamps happy with how France have defended, happy with how they've played in their opening 2 games. Maybe not ultimately overall enamoured by their performances. The fact that they've scored just 1 goal, it was an own goal. They haven't been the high scorers, the entertainers so far, as we have a goal in the Netherlands-Austria game. A goal in the Olympiastadion in Berlin. And it's a goal for Austria. Austria have taken the lead. A Daniel Malen own goal. Sliding to try and clear it, Malen. And he slid it into his own net. And the Netherlands trail after just 7 minutes in Berlin. And we'll keep a very close eye on that game, because that goal could be monumental. I'm just going to show you the live table as it stands, because Austria would actually take top spot at the moment. Let's just have a look at that. There we are. Austria leading the way, leading the Netherlands by a 1-0. They take top spot at the moment. France would be in second on 5 with this draw as it stands. Netherlands in third on 4 points. And Poland, of course, with the singular point, drawing at the moment with France. So it's Austria that lead the way early doors. Dembele, but France want to react. Here's Ousmane Dembele, looking for the low cross. Very tame and will easily be taken out by Zalewski here. Conte was in battle. Zalewski will win the throw-in for Poland. What a dramatic early goal from Austria. Ralf Rangnick's side taking the lead there. And Netherlands under the cosh a bit. Szymanski. Kivior. And we put a poll out in the chat about over an hour ago, well before kickoff. And it wasn't an hour ago, it was about 40 minutes ago, about who would top this group. The poll's still live in the chat, so get your votes in. Keep your votes coming in. We'll read out the votes. At the moment, 71% of the chat believe that France will top the group. They will top it as it stands if they win this group. France, if they win their game, they will win the group. Netherlands on 25% and 4% predicting Austria to top the group. At the moment, that is the case. With France drawing and Austria winning against the Netherlands, Austria are leading the way. Long way to go, though. Here's Jules Koundé. Out to Dembele. Dembele, nice ball in behind. Mbappe made the run around the defender. He's seen out to the right-hand side here, Mbappe. And does well against Davidovic to keep the ball. Here's Dembele, uses his pace, chops it past Davidovic, looks to cut it across, and across the 6-yard box, but easily gathered by Lukasz Skorupski, who obviously is deputising in goal for Szczesny this afternoon. Skorupski, and he had his first major involvement of the afternoon there. Just under 10 minutes gone here in Dortmund. It is France 0, Poland 0. France started the better of the two sides, but Poland still looking at a threat, decent threat up the other ends. It's interesting the change that Didier Deschamps has made, leaving Antoine Griezmann on the bench, who Started the last two games. They looked really influential in the last two, but clearly wanted to go for more of a 4-3-3 today. Deschamps. Here's lovely turn of pace there from Dembele. Into the box it comes. Dembele across all the way through. Back post. Big save by Skorupski. And Teo Hernandez had the chance at the back post. Lovely work by Dembele down the right hand side. Gets into the box. Slices it across the 6-yard box. And on running was Koundé across. Couldn't reach it. Goes all the way through out to the back post for Hernandez. Has the shot straight at Skorupski and puts it behind for the corner, the Polish keeper. Here's Mbappe, tiptoeing into the box from the corner. Lifts it in. Saliba up for the header. Upamecano, back to Saliba. Koundé. Good work from France. Jules Koundé. Lifts it into the box. Took a slight deflection. Almost found its way to Bradley Barcola there. Closed down as Lewandowski comes back to help Poland pick up the possession, as Mbappe will win the throw-in for France, claiming there was a touch from the Polish player. The referee agrees, and the Polish fans and the players don't see that there was anything in that. Mbappe, nice link up with Rabiot, and Barcola just beaten for physicality there, as Szymanski tries to play it out, and Poland win the throw in there. Nice work down the right hand side from Frankowski. Well, France actually eliminated Poland from the 2022 FIFA World Cup, of course. They'll be looking for another victory at the BVB Stadion Dortmund. What a strong name. France did beat Poland 3-1 in the last meeting in the round of 16 at the World Cup in December 2022. Olivier Giroud opened scoring with his record 52nd goal for France, before Kylian Mbappe's second half double in the 74th minute and the 91st minute secured a result for France. Poland had the last word though, thanks to Robert Lewandowski's penalty 9 minutes into added time. Conte tried to come forward there. He broke free. He was centre of the attack there at N'Golo Conte. But the pass just well overhit that time. Really good work by Mbappe. Drags the defender out. Conte makes the run beyond and just slid it through there. Mbappe, lovely work. But Conte's pass was just telegraphed too far wide for Barcola. Goes out for a Poland got a goal kick out of that one. Some signs of Mbappe not only leading the charge, but helping to drop deeper and get runners off him, as Urbanski does really well here. And the shot chance for Szymanski will be blocked by Hernandez, who tracked him all the way across the pitch and puts it out for the Polish corner. Charged down well there by Hernandez. Very fluid start in this one between the two. Both creating opportunities in the final third. Both getting set pieces as well. Szymanski will take this corner, left hand side. Low one off the front post, still back into the mix, and the shot there straight at Mike Maignan. Maignan went down. Lewandowski, the one who stayed down. Let's just see this again. Szymanski's ball in, headed away by Dembele, and then the shot there from Urbanski, and then as Maignan steps out, he gathers the ball, and as he steps out, Lewandowski just chases him. No apparent reason. I mean, that just seems a bit silly. I mean, Lewandowski's just trying to get in Mike Maignan's way there, and Magnan's just trying to get the ball moving and get up the pitch a bit more, but I mean, there's nothing in that. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Really, just, I mean, what can you say? Pointless is the right word. Tchouameni to Hernandez. 15 minutes gone in Dortmund. 0-0 between France and Poland. Didier Deschamps' team have had the majority of the early possession. 1 or 2 decent chances. Nothing to write home about just yet, though. Mbappe. Lovely fizz ball out to the right hand side. Finds Koundé. Now forward for Dembele. They're kind of slowly breaking into the box here. Conte. Back to Dembele. Not many runners. Dembele's deep cross is too deep. Mbappe will have to rescue this. He does just do that. Hernandez back to Mbappe. Trying to use his skill to get past Szymanski. Here is Mbappe. Driving in field. Felt he was pulled up, but the referee said no. As Poland now counter with Szymanski. He's got Lewandowski ahead of him. Here's Zalewski. Back in field it comes now to Moder. Good play from Poland. They know Mbappe is going to be the main focal point for France. They know that he's going to be the one that's going to create things, that's going to get them moving. They're marking him really well so far. Kivior to Zalewski. Up against Koundé. Zalewski will try for the cross. Koundé will block the cross. Throw in to Poland. Kivior to Moder. Jakob Moder is measuring one up from distance, but that comes to absolutely nothing. Goal kick. He saw the space open up in front of him there, Jakob Moder, and just thought, why not? Probably should have thought. Definitely not. But of course, Antoine Griezmann just saw a shot of the 32-year-old on the bench. Speaking of 32, he's made 32 previous tournament appearances for France in his 129 total appearances. That would be a record if he does make a 33rd tournament appearance, which you would expect. Either this afternoon or in the round of 16 game that France will play, because they have qualified. They just don't know who they'll play just yet. Griezmann, 44 international goals. Just pipped by Mbappe, who's 47 with just 80 appearances, 47 goals. That is crazy numbers, considering there's only 2 French players in history that have scored more than him. Olivier Giroud and, of course, the great Thierry Henry. He hasn't scored in the European Championships, though. 6 previous appearances. Well, this is his 6th appearance. He's never scored previously. That's good work from Barcola to break it away with Dembele, and now Conte's on the chase. Look at that from N'Golo Conte. Lays it into Dembele. Another big save. Back to Conte. Wasn't going for the pass to Mbappe, and the pass well overhit as Dembele was getting himself back in the mix again. But that was wonderful counter-attacking pace from N'Golo Conte, of all people. Played it sweetly into the path of Dembele. Fed it down the right of the defender. And Dembele just stood onto it, strided onto the ball and tried to strike through it across goal, but really good save by Skorupski. And then the rebound, just a bit too slow from Conte. Should have passed it off to Mbappe, who was free in the middle, but decided to try and recycle it and go himself and do something, but ultimately it broke down. There's more glimpses of what France can offer with the pace that they've got. I mean, it's not one player I thought had a vast amount of pace at his age. N'Golo Conte, I don't think he ever was renowned for his pace, and at 33 I don't think he would be either, but that was a pacey break from the French centre midfielder N'Golo Conte and the former Chelsea man. But that's what Poland need to be wary of. France are not just threatening and dominant and really worrying in possession. It's when they break on the counter. It's where they're even more threatening. When they get their players in spaces, it's where they're at their utmost best to show off their qualities. Conte to Koundé. I think he showed something even his teammates wouldn't have known about him there. N'Golo Kanté. Is Rabiot to find Hernandez. Mbappe out wide it goes to Barcola. Back to Mbappe. On the ball, edge of the box. Switch it across to Koundé. There's bodies around the box, but Koundé hasn't got space to whip it in. Kanté will get it. Out wide it goes to Dembele again. Ousmane Dembele. Back into the box. It goes to Koundé, and we just tried to overplay that one, France, but ultimately they get the ball back. Kanté. Dembele. Trying to break past his man. Dembele closed down by the second. That's Kanté stepping in, but too much on that one. Only Polish defender Zalewski there. Dembele left his man for dead there, and Jakub Kiwior. The best chance of the game came from that counter-attack for France. Kanté on the break, fed it in for Dembele. Really good opportunity, but the Polish keeper, who, as I said, has been deputising for Szczesny, is deputising this afternoon for Szczesny, is making a big impact and doing well so far. And one or two good saves in the early moments. Back across to Berlin, it's still Netherlands 0, Austria 1, which has Austria top of the group at the moment. Donyell Malen's own goal after just 6 minutes has Austria ahead. Since that time, Austria haven't had a shot in the game overall. Netherlands with just one shot, but Austria having more possession than the Netherlands at this moment in time. So not much goal-mouth action to tell you about from that game in Berlin, other than the fact that Austria scored from an own goal. Maybe getting their own back, getting a bit of justice for that own goal that they scored on match day 1. Give the 3 points to France. Maybe they want a bit of a reprieve. Here come Poland. Down the left-hand side, the space for Zalewski is huge here. Down the left he comes, tries to lift it into Lewandowski, and Saliba got it away. Upamecano couldn't fully clear it. Back in it goes from Szymanski, and Upamecano has to dive to head it behind for the corner. Really good pace down the left-hand side from Poland. Good work by Zalewski just to chip it in to try and find Lewandowski. Just a bit too high. And Saliba got his header. Couldn't fully clear it, and Upamecano had to try. And the second one had to be headed behind by Upamecano for the corner, of which Szymanski will take again. Left-footed. Whipped in. Out swinger. Cleared away. And Mbappe can try and get France on the counter. He will have the advantage. He was pulled back there, and the referee's just going to pull this one back for the free kick. And it's going to be a yellow card there for Nikola Zalewski. No doubt about that one. He got two hands full of Kylian Mbappe's shirt there and dragged him right back. And the fact that he continued his fight, Mbappe, to get to the ball is fabulous, but that was wonderful. Very cynical from Zalewski, but you're not going to let Mbappe go with that amount of space ahead of him. And he took one for the team there, the Polish left wing back. Rabiot. Barcola. Forward to Hernandez. Back to Rabiot. Barcola. Barcola riding his way through, but closed down again. Kanté couldn't win it back, and press continues here from France. Kanté leading the press. Skorupski will find it out to Frankowski though for Poland. Again, good pressure from France there. Dembele. Out wide it goes to Barcola. Space forward here for Barcola to break into. Goes across the goal, and the flecked ball behind by Jan Bednarek for a corner. Barcola just tried to sneak it across the 6-yard box to find the run of Kanté, but was getting nowhere near that one, Kanté, and Bednarek took no risks. Put it behind for the corner. 25 gone in Dortmund. France pushing. Poland holding on. Corner here for Les Bleus. Left-hand side. Dembele will take. There's a lot of bodies in and around the penalty spot there for France. Dembele's cross comes in and straight into the hands of Skorupski in the Polish goal to gather fairly easily there. Really good, strong goalkeeping there from Skorupski. Bednarek didn't look the most comfortable after that moment defending that corner. He looked moved a bit gingerly there. Urbanski, well closed down there by Hernandez. And now France can come forward here with Chouameni. Rabiot with a run of Theo Hernandez, but again, miscommunication there from France. One or two overweighted passes just not clicking at the moment. So Antoine Griezmann watches on again. It's the second angle we've had of Antoine Griezmann. Surely gagging to get on the pitch there. Experienced attacking midfielder, but at the moment his manager didn't feel it was right for him to be on from the start this afternoon. Antoine Griezmann, a crucial player for France, of course, as we know. He almost single-handedly carried them to the World Cup. He was absolutely fantastic in 2018. He was the star player of that tournament for France. He was creating absolutely everything for them. It was their ultimate creative force, Antoine Griezmann, and the win in Russia. We're going to have a drinks break here for the moment because the heat is very warm, let's just say. In Dortmund, it's a true summer's day. In Germany, get you the full temperature, 27 degrees this afternoon in Dortmund, and players getting ice packs as well as drinks of water. So that drinks break, I don't think the same is happening in the Netherlands-Austria game at the moment. I haven't seen that, but at the moment it's still Austria who lead. The Netherlands have started to press, started to push, and started to have one or two efforts, but other than that, still the same in Berlin at the moment. The Netherlands have a lot of work to do. At the moment they're in third. So they have work to do. As do France here, of course. France want top spot, and a draw is not enough at the moment, with Austria winning against the Netherlands. As I was saying, that is the table as it stands, as our drinks break's just coming to an end in a moment or two. So Austria leading the way, France in second, Netherlands in third, and Poland, of course, bottom of the group. That's not going to change, but there's the point that, I mean, as it stands, all three teams will be qualified. There's no doubts about that. But it's positioning. You want to have the highest position in the group. Of course, you want to finish first. Obviously, you want to be in the top two. Because third place in this group, which the Netherlands are at this moment in time, could play Spain. And they could also play the winner of Group E and the winner of Group C, which could be England, or Denmark, or Slovenia, of course, a bit later on. So you don't want to leave yourself in that perilous position where you could come up against a top side. I mean, the Netherlands certainly would not want to see Spain in the round of 16, or any of the third place teams in this group would not want to see Spain in the round of 16. That is for sure. Because Spain have been as strong defensively as France have, but Spain have been able to find the net a lot more. Spain scored 5 goals in their group, without conceding. France have scored just the one, as I said. They haven't conceded ultimately either. Conte, Dembele trying to take it with him. Just clipped off him the wrong way. Couldn't take it under his control there, Dembele. I think France need a bit more energy, a bit more rhythm and momentum in the game. They're not having enough strong spells of possession, and when they do, it's one attack and then they lose it again, and it's single attacks at the moment. It's not sustained pressure, not sustained kind of pinning in of Poland at this moment in time, and that's credit to Poland, the fact that they have played out, they have been confident, and they have not been afraid of what France can threaten. Yes, they've been not naive and thrown everybody up the pitch, but at the same time, they've not been sitting all 11 players behind the ball and in their own kind of defensive third at the moment. They are pushing forward, they are creating opportunities, so it's a really good balance at the moment from Poland, and that's actually very interesting to watch. That balance, how they balance defending France but also trying to attack against France at the same time. Dembele with a poor pass. Szymanski chips it forward. Again, Chouameni there, trying to intercept. We'll get back to Upamecano. Saliba. Plays it forward to Kylian Mbappe. Out wide to Barcola, who's hugging the left touchline. Here's Bradley Barcola, using his pace to get through, but that was wonderful tracking by Frankowski. To track him all the way, and with a pace of Barcola to stay with him and get the ball cleared is good, strong defending again. But I have to say, from what I've looked at this first half, it's not been as energetic from France. They have been a bit more kind of... I mean, it's been the whole through the whole tournament so far. Dembele back to Koundé, edge of the box, brought down by Conte. Again, well cleared away centrally there from Poland, and Lewandowski held it up well, and he's trying to get free to play off a pass. That's fabulous centre forward play. Here's Szymanski, down the left, Zalewski, bodies in the middle. Zalewski up against Koundé again, gets beaten past as Koundé, as Szymanski's ball closed down and Upamecano to clear. Given away again in midfield. At the moment, France just not crisp in their movement and their passing. It's just not right there. I said a bit earlier on, it's not clicking. A few overhit passes, it's just not at the level yet. Zielinski will deliver in, and the header is a cross goal, and Lewandowski's claiming a save from Mike Maignan. Wanted a corner. Let's just see it again. Zalewski, one-touch ball in behind for Zielinski. Really good cross, curling towards Lewandowski, and the header across goal. There's no touch in that. It's goal kick. Oh, actually, might take off a clip off Saliba there. The officials have missed that. I missed it initially. Lewandowski didn't. Sharpest eyes on the pitch there. But goal kick was given. Worry for France, though. A warning sign that Poland are not kind of going to be a walk in the park here. A win is certainly not guaranteed. And if they're going to want to win this game, they're going to have to up their level and play a lot better. Chouameni. Hernandez. Again, misplaced pass to Rabiot. Give it away, and now Urbanski can break down the right-hand side here for Poland. William Saliba tracking him. Saliba followed him all the way through, but the ball will find its way back to Szymanski. Out to Frankowski on the right. Szymanski trying to play it through the lines. Couldn't find Lewandowski, and it will roll through to Mike Maignan. Good closing down from France, but again, the passing is just... Again, just as I've looked back, they've passed the ball forward and Kivior's intercepted. It's these poor passes that's letting France down at the moment. As Conte does well to win it back, but puts it straight out of play for a Polish throw. I mean, it's those moments that they need to kill off. I'm not going to get too harsh on France too early. Not going to start criticising them and saying that they're useless and awful, but it's poor. It's really poor. Credit to Poland, they're really using it to their advantage and putting France under more pressure, committing more bodies forward, but France really need to up this level. They can't continue playing at this level in this tournament and go deep. They play like this against the top side, they will be torn apart. I mean, the Netherlands took it easy on them on match day 2. They both didn't want to go for it too much. They were both a bit tentative in that game. France probably lucky that they were, because France weren't up to it that night. They looked pretty blunt going one end and pretty uncomfortable on the ball all over the pitch. So ultimately lucky that Netherlands didn't go for it, but Poland have no fear. They've got nothing to lose. They're already out of the competition and they can still perform. Serbanski will get a free kick here. Upamecano deemed to have fouled the Polish attacker Kasper Urbanski. Just stepped on his right leg there. Very late from Upamecano. That is incredibly late. He's back on his feet though, Urbanski, which is good instantly. Clearly this idea from Didier Deschamps to go to a 4-3-3 and try and find something else, it's just not working at the moment. In central areas they're not picking up the spaces as well as they should be. They're being closed down time and time again. Even in the wide areas it's poor passing, but when they come centrally, France, they've got no potency. Here's Dembele though, cuts it across. Conte's got a bit of space. Chouameni! Shot took a deflection. Will be a corner. That was better from France. They got the ball wide and squared it across to the edge of the box quickly. That's better, but another chance that probably should have been finished off a lot better by Chouameni. It was just curling away from goal. Luckily for him it took a deflection, otherwise it wouldn't have tested the keeper anyway. But Dembele will get the corner. Takes it short. Hernandez lifted into the box, flicked on by a Polish player, and the shot by Saliba is over the bar. Upamecano, I think, that was involved at the back post. It was. He headed it back into the middle, and Saliba was there to just swipe a right foot at it. He instepped there, and it just sailed over the bar, unfortunately. But a bit better from France. But that moment where they got the ball wide to Dembele, and Dembele found that little gap between the Polish defence and the Polish midfield, just squeezed it into that area. Conte and Chouameni were there, and both were involved on the edge of the box, as Lewandowski had a really tame effort from about 25 yards there. Laid down well by Urbanski. Yeah. Completely caught the ball wrong there, Lewandowski. Scored quite a number of goals for Barcelona last season. He was joined Barcelona in July of 2022 after 8 years at Bayern Munich. An absolute machine of a goal scorer, Robert Lewandowski. Scored 19 goals in 35 appearances in La Liga last season for Barcelona. So, despite even reaching the age of 35, he's not slowing down in terms of his goal scoring numbers. Dembele there. Thought he'd won a corner. I think it's a goal kick. It is. Looked like it did come off Dembele last. And talk about Robert Lewandowski. I mean, we can wax lyrical about him all afternoon and his goal scoring. Before this tournament, in all of his career appearances, he has scored 599 goals in 841 appearances. So far hasn't scored in the tournament, obviously. Wasn't involved in the first game through injury against the Netherlands, and then came on against Austria on match day 2 but didn't score. What a way it would be to buy out of the tournament. Your 600th goal in all comps in your career. Here's Mbappe. Edge of the box. Lays it forward. Hernandez with a cut back. Rabiot lays it off to Mbappe. Poor pass, but Mbappe makes it work. Lays it off. Dembele tried to go for the return ball. Mbappe thought he was brought down, but the referee said no. Once again, and Poland try and break out, but that's well closed down by Saliba. Strong defensively there, the Arsenal centre-back, but slightly poor pass by Rabiot. Mbappe did really well to make it work, to get on the ball and to have an effort, a link-up with Dembele in the space. Really strong. That's what he does. That's what he can do for you. Here's Barcola. 4 minutes to go before the 45th minute. Here's Rabiot. Mbappe flicks it round the corner. Barcola takes it in a stride. Mbappe! All the way across goal. Took a deflection off the keeper, I believe. Will be a corner to France, but that was much better play in the intricate spaces between Kylian Mbappe and Bradley Barcola. Nice give and go. Dembele with a corner, right hand side, headed on and headed behind by Upamecano. Did get it in the direction of goal. Yeah, just saw it there. Mbappe played it off to Barcola and then came round the corner of Barcola himself and flicked it across goal, but unfortunately the keeper, was incredible for Poland, and Didier Deschamps knew how good a chance that was. They'll come again though, France. Although they'll actually have a free kick given against them, and Rabiot's going to be yellow carded here. Szymanski there was the one fouled, and Adrien Rabiot gets a booking. It's not really major in that from Rabiot, but foul according to the referee nonetheless. About 3 minutes to go in the game between the Netherlands and Austria in the first half in Berlin, and it is still Austria who lead. Ralf Rangnick's side leading in the German capital this afternoon, where Austria in the last game got their victory over Poland. They won 3-1 in that exact stadium quite a number of days ago, and they would love to repeat the same efforts against the Netherlands this afternoon. It would mean that only France would be able to overtake Austria. France would need to win this afternoon to do so against Poland to deny Austria top spot. But at the moment, it's all going well for Ralf Rangnick's side, leading, and France drawing at the moment. Here's Barcola. Probably haven't seen much of, other than playing out in the left flank. That's nice work from Mbappe. Played to Hernandez across again, and it was Zalewski at the back post to clear it away. But France were flooding bodies into the box again. Mbappe involved as always. Played it through the lines and in behind for the run of Hernandez. Just tried to square it across the 6-yard box, but only ahead of him was Zalewski. They're queuing up there. They're desperate for this goal, France. Here is Hernandez again. Last minute of the first half. Barcola. Conte. Certainly up the tempo, France, in the last 5 minutes or so. We've certainly seen much more intricate football. That's beautiful from Barcola. Here's Mbappe. Saved by the keeper again. Skorupski is pulling off a goalkeeping masterclass at the moment. Save after save after save. And France are begging for it to go into the nets. But Poland staying firm at the moment. They're knocking on the door, Les Bleus. Cross comes in from Hernandez. Cleared away by Davidovic. And Poland just getting it clear anywhere they can go. At the moment, France piling on the pressure laid on in this first half. Poland would love to hold on to the break. 2 added minutes at the end of the first half here to come. France still pushing. Barcola couldn't keep that one in. Just a bit overhit that from Mbappe. Their link up has been wonderful the last few minutes. Barcola and Mbappe again. They 1-2. Mbappe made the run in behind. Very narrow angle. Tough for Mbappe to sneak past the keeper, but tried to blast it, and the keeper again making a big save. They're coming very, very close, France. But what's crucial is that it's still 0-0. If they don't score before half-time, they will feel pretty hard done by France. They'll feel maybe a bit let down, the fact that they haven't found the net. They'll know they were creating chances. They've upped the tempo, and they've played a lot better in the last 5-10 minutes. Here's Chouameni, nice carrying of the ball. Down the left it goes. Barcola, closed down by Frankowski, and I think Bradley Barcola is going to give the free kick here. Yeah, Barcola gets the free kick, and Frankowski's going to get a yellow card. Yeah, it is a bit late there from Frankowski. No doubts about that one. The Polish player in the book. The Netherlands slightly holding on elsewhere. They don't want to concede another before half-time. There's 2 added minutes there, about to come to an end in a moment, that first half in Berlin. We'll get to that in a moment. Dembele with this free kick. Dembele to deliver into the box, and Skorupski again putting his hands to it to palm it out for a throw-in. And that's the last action of the first half. Skorupski has been Poland's star man in the first half. Save after save after save. More often towards the end of the half than any other time. France were certainly turning the screw and knocking on the door beyond belief against Poland towards the end of that first half. But the crucial scoreline at the break. In Dortmund, it is France 0, Poland 0. Analysis on the way next. Bodies in the box, McTominay's in! Takes a deflection! Scotland take the lead! Scott McTominay, their top scorer in qualifying for the Euros, is their opening scorer at the Euros. Scott McTominay's deflected effort gives the Tartan Army the lead. Scotland leading Cologne. Welcome back to Euro 2024 live half-time in both Berlin and in Dortmund. It is 0-0 between France and Poland, and the Netherlands trailing by a 1-0 to Austria at half-time. Daniel Malen's own goal has Ralf Rangnick's side ahead at the break. So, let's go through the first halves then, and that analysis, get deep diving into that first half. And we'll start here, because that's the game that I've been watching at half. For the first half, France against Poland in real great depth, and I'd have to say, I've said it over the last 2 days, all 3 of my games up to half-time over the last 3 days on Match Day 3 have been 0-0 at the break. Scotland against Hungary at half-time on Sunday night. Last night we had Croatia-Italy that was goalless at half-time, and then here the first half between France and Poland, goalless at half-time. It shows how tight these games are, how much pressure's on these teams, but also at the same time, It's not been major quality in any of the three games. I've been disappointed overall with how first half football has gone in those games. It's been very tentative at moments, but also the quality of all the teams. It's looked like they haven't played in the tournament before. It looks like the two previous games didn't happen. I mean, France, the better side in that first half, without a shadow of a doubt, but they lacked quality early in the game. I said it, and I was getting very frustrated in that first half because we know the quality of this French team. We know they're stacked with top quality world class players, but the quality wasn't there in the first half for the majority of it. Probably 30 minutes of that first half, France were overheading a pass, underheading a pass, just completely rifling a pass wayward, just not getting the correct passes in the correct moments, the correct movements. It wasn't clicking in the first 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Poland they were actually threatening on the counter, and they were having a threat themselves up the other end when France couldn't string 2 or 3 passes together consistently, and Poland were trying to capitalise upon that. They couldn't in the end, but ultimately it was down to France that Poland were in the game in that first half. I would claim that. No disrespect to Poland whatsoever. They've had 1 or 2 good corners themselves, but they've all come from France giving the ball away, or a poor pass, or just really poor football from France. Poor marking, poor kind of tactical play has let them down. And again, I will say it, I don't mean to disrespect Poland, but the evidence is there from what I've seen from that first half. They did have 1 or 2 good chances, but the quality ultimately let them down as well. But France improved towards the end of that first half. You could feel in the flow of the game, the last 5-10 minutes of that first half, they were clicking, they were finding those passes, they were getting into the final third, and crucially, they were getting Kylian Mbappe on the ball more. Early in that first half, he was getting on the ball every now and again, and it was either wide on the left or a lot deeper on the pitch and carrying it forward on the rare occasion. But towards the end of that first half, we saw Mbappe getting on the ball more where he is much more threatening. Intricate link-up spaces in and around the edge of the box with other players, bringing everyone else into play and finding those passes consistently. That is what Kylian Mbappe is all about. Yes, the goal scoring, yes, the fantastic kind of quality that he has in finishing, but he's got great build-up play action as well. He's great building play, 1-2 touch football, intricate space passing, picking up those spaces in and around the edge of the box is where he is at his most threatening. And it's no coincidence that France have probably had 2 or 3 really good chances towards the end of that first half where he's been at the heart of it, linking up with other players, mainly with Bradley Barcola off that left-hand side, who was dragged in, played along the defence, and the nice give and goes. They had 2 of them in the first half, both ending in Kylian Mbappe shots from narrow angles, in and around the edge of the box, intricate passes, in behind runs. It is simple, but France struggled to do that for the majority of the first half. Ultimately, when they did get in front of goal, again they struggled to finish. Mbappe found himself in 1 or 2 very good positions, got 2 or 3 good chances before half-time, but from tight angles, from really narrow angles where the keeper could cover the space and could get in his way. If France can get him in a much better position, maybe a bit more central, a run that he can link up but run more direct towards the goal and not off the side, maybe that could benefit him a bit more. But we've seen him show quality from all around the 18-yard box and score goals, so that's not the worry at the moment. It's just France at this moment in time, they have to make sure that they know where Kylian Mbappe is going to be, because early in the game they didn't have a focal point up front. I will say it. Mbappe was dropping deeper, but he wasn't offering that centre-forward kind of focal point space. He wasn't getting into those spaces, wasn't helping them out in their link-up. They were struggling to find him, mainly because he wasn't in the correct spaces in the correct moments. And there was nothing in the central areas for France to really latch onto in those early moments. Ultimately, towards the end of the first half, as I said, in and around the box is where he's at his best. They found that. They got that. But I think if he's going to do that, That's why I think Antoine Griezmann is so crucial to this team. He has to be in and around those central areas. That is where Griezmann picks up. If Mbappe's got the freedom to go here, there and everywhere on the pitch to take control of the ball, you need to have someone centrally. So far they haven't had that, France. That's what Griezmann offers. That's why they've played with Griezmann so often, and it's why he's so important and integral to this French side for creativity. He offers that late run into the box. He offers that central movement. That is what they've struggled in moments in that first half, when they've been in calm possession, breaking from the back, in terms of building from the back, with their defence, pushing up, getting wide players on the ball. They've struggled with that focal point in the middle. Mbappe's come off the left a bit more, alongside Barcola. He's been kind of in between those spaces, deeper, not quite on the left, not quite in the middle. He's been in that half space in between. Maybe they need to make a decision. Either put him central and keep him there and higher up, or drop him deeper and put someone else in there to help out centrally for France, or just swap him completely, put Barcola through the middle and Mbappe off the left. It could work, it might not work, but that's interesting to see what they will do at half-time, France, and we'll talk about that. Poland, decent effort in that first half. As I said, the majority of their opportunities came when France gave the ball away, but that's no discredit to them or no disrespect to them. They still posed a little bit of a threat to France in that first half, and maybe a warning sign that France can't become complacent. Also at half-time, as I said, then the Netherlands 0, Austria 1. Netherlands trailing after Donyell Malen's own goal put Austria ahead, and Ralph Rangnick's side at the moment would be top of the group. Let's just have a look at the group for the moment. Austria leading the way. This will be their second win. They would be the only side to get 2 wins from the group, which would be a real shock if they were to do so, but that is football at times. 6 points they would be on Austria. France at the moment drawing with Poland 0-0 are on 5 points. Netherlands on 4 points and Poland on just the 1. But as it stands, crucially, all 3 teams will progress. Austria, France and the Netherlands will all progress as it stands. So it doesn't mean that third place would leave the Netherlands in the balance. They will progress no matter what position they finish in, Netherlands or France. But they certainly want to finish in the top 2 positions. If they both win, France and the Netherlands, they would. So that's how we stand at the moment. There is a mistake with that goal difference graphic. I do apologise. It does say that the Netherlands are on +1 goal difference. That's not the case. They're on 0 at the moment because of the fact that they scored 2 goals and conceded 2 goals. Pretty simple. So that's a mistake, but that's why the Netherlands hasn't updated there, strangely enough. Right, so second half, a lot of work to do for the 2 big boys in the group, France and the Netherlands, where they're not in the positions they want to be. They both want to fight for top spot, but at the moment it's second and third they share. Austria getting the share of the spoils at the moment, leading by a goal to 0 at the break. And don't forget, we will come back for the second half in a few moments' time. But it doesn't end here. Once these games come to a conclusion in about an hour's time, we will have more football for you. Group C comes to a close later this evening. Our key game will be England against Slovenia tonight at 8. England bidding for top spot. And as it stands, if England do finish top of the group, they will have a possibility that the Netherlands would be their opponent in the round of 16, I heard. So that could be a possibility. A long way to go, though. Slovenia there will put a fight up against England. Of course, they will not roll over. Of course, they put a test on Denmark on match day 1 and ultimately ended up getting a draw out of Serbia on match day 2. But probably they would have felt that they would have wanted 3 points out of that one. But 2 points, only a point out of that one is what they got. Slovenia at the moment in third in Group C. And would qualify as it stands in a third place position. Also, we'll watch Denmark against Serbia as well. Denmark, who can also get top spot as well against England. So it's all to play for in Group C, and that one coming up at 8 o'clock tonight. Second half then from Group D, as it's France 0, Poland 0, and the Netherlands 0, Austria 1 at half time. Second half's on the way next. makes a deflection. Scotland take the lead. Scott McTominay, their top scorer in qualifying for the Euros, is their opening scorer at the Euros. Scott McTominay's deflected effort gives the Tartan Army the lead. Scotland leading Cologne. Welcome back to Euro 2024 Live. All those little trails at halftime. Don't forget to follow us on socials as well as hitting the like button, pressing subscribe, and turning on post notifications as well. And on socials, follow us on X, Instagram, and TikTok. All the links and handles you need are in the live video description. Greatly appreciated that you're joining us here this afternoon for this one, our first of two group roundups today, and we round off the group stages tomorrow as well with another double header, 5 and 8 o'clock, Group E and Group F tomorrow. So, and we will then have a couple of days off, which we're not used to because it's been unrelenting for the last almost 2 weeks. But that's what we love about these international tournaments. It's full throttle. As Mbappe is on, he's having a bit of trouble with his mask there, Mbappe, at the moment, just wanting it tightened, I'm guessing. So that'll have to be watched very closely. Of course, taking all precautions as necessary. France certainly don't want their top man not in his best situation coming into the second half. They're underway already in the game between Netherlands and Austria, and we're just about to get underway here, so there's no worries about that. So pretty close battle between these two games. It could all change in this second half. It has done on the previous two groups. Can it change again? Who will lead the way from Group D when we conclude? Who will take second, and who, crucially, will be in third? At the moment, it's very likely that all three teams involved that can get through will get through here today, but there's no guarantees. France and the Netherlands certainly. Austria still to be decided. So we're back underway eventually here in Dortmund. I forgot where I was then. In Dortmund, in the Signal Iduna Park, Borussia Dortmund's ground. We are also in the Olympiastadion, the venue for the final between Netherlands and Austria in Berlin, and we have an early goal in the second half in Berlin. I can tell you that it's not the Netherlands that have scored, or it's not Austria that have scored, it is the Netherlands that have scored, and it's Cody Gakpo who's levelled the game for the Netherlands in Berlin in the second minute of the second half. Cody Gakpo scored the Netherlands equaliser in their comeback against Poland on match day 1, and he's done it again against Austria on match day 3. 1-1 in Berlin, and 0-0 here, so we actually restore the way we started the afternoon. We'll get you the live table in a second once it updates. There we are, and the Netherlands would retake top spot at the moment. Netherlands would be top on 5, ahead of France on goal difference, or on goals scored, sorry, with them both on 5 points. Netherlands having scored 3 goals, France just the 1, as Mbappe has the shot from distance. Austria would be in third on 4 points, and Poland, as always, bottom of the group on just the 1. So Austria go from top to third via 1 goal at the moment. That is fabulously close. We'll update you if anything changes. It is as tight can be in Group D, and it's anybody's guess as to who will finish top. France, Netherlands and Poland, or not Poland, France, Netherlands and Austria can all finish top this afternoon if results go their way. Although France, trying to go forward, end up having to go backwards, but Frankowski couldn't link it up with Lewandowski there and cleared away. Although a poor pass in the middle by Conte, defined Conte, but Poland make a mess of that one as well. So France throw. There was a real lack of quality. I said that at half-time, a real lack of quality between both sides in that first half. They really both struggled to up the level. France more than Poland, of course. Here's Dembele, though. They want to have a quick start to the second half. France cuts it back. Conte shot. Took a deflection. Will be a corner. Was it slight call for handball there? I don't think there is a handball in it. It was very good defending. Will be a corner, though, to France. Again, from the edge of the box. It's a good effort from N'Golo Conte. Dembele with a corner. Lifted into the box. Away by Lewandowski. Brought down by Koundé. Back out wide to Dembele. Still bodies in the box. Dembele will look to carry it in. Beats his man for pace. Dembele across the front post. Cleared away. Hernandez to recycle it. Mbappe! Curling effort saved again by Skorupski. My goodness me. The keeper again coming up trumps for Poland. Mbappe has another one denied. That was a really Mbappe tradition. That one. It's an Mbappe type finish. Curling effort from the left hand side of the box. Here he goes again. He'll have another effort. And that one didn't curl as much. It just goes wide. Took a slight deflection on the way through, I do believe. Yeah, nice effort by Mbappe there again. Don't know if it did take a deflection. If it did, no, it didn't. Goal kick. But again, Mbappe threatening, getting the space in and around the edge of the left-hand side of the 18-yard box, and already two good efforts in this first few minutes of the second half. France posing a threat, looking to up the level. Saliba wins the challenge well. Chouameni. Now Mbappe takes it in his stride. That's lovely from Mbappe. Well closed down. Great challenge. Mbappe again wanted a foul, but the referee said no. Fair challenge as Poland come on the counter-attack. But there's a handball. That comes to a pretty annoying end. Yeah, Zelensky there just handled the ball. Kylian Mbappe still threatening. Still awaiting that first European Championships goal, though. The Frenchman. Here's Hernandez. Back to Rabiot. Now Mbappe. Back to Hernandez. Mbappe again. Look to go for it there. Well, instead, find Hernandez at the byline. Back again to Mbappe. Takes the heavy touch. Just rolls across him. Finds Chouameni. Now Koundé. Dembele. Down the right come France. Chopped inside. Dembele. Shot. Took a slight deflection. As Poland try and clear it away. Chouameni with a header. Brought down by Barcola, but the heavy touch let Poland away there, and Szymanski was fouled. Free kick to Poland, but much better in the final third from France. The start of this second half. They've already had 3 shots inside 6 minutes of the second half. They had 8 in the whole of the first half, so they're certainly having a lot more efforts. That curling effort from Mbappe that forced the save out of Skorupski is the best so far of the half. But certainly turning the screw and starting the second half as they ended the first, France. Certainly no panic. Composure is the key word for France at the moment, and they're holding that ever so well. Hernandez. Barcola. Holding it off. Barcola, back it goes. Hernandez continuing his run down the left. Comes in field. Hernandez. Mbappe trying to go for the 1-2 there. The French captain, and Hernandez trying to reach for the ball. Committed a foul, so he'll get a free kick, give away a free kick, and get a yellow card. Theo Hernandez there. Yeah, just a late challenge on Bednarek, and the ball already well cleared, so it's a bit unnecessary from the Frenchman. And Hernandez in the book, the second Frenchman in the book this afternoon behind Rabiot, the third overall. Zalewski and Rabiot, the other two booked in the game. So both games all square in Berlin and Dortmund in Group D, which sees the Netherlands top, France in second and Austria in third. France haven't changed positions all afternoon so far. They will stay second if they fail to win against Poland. They draw, and they will continue to stay second, France, no matter what happens elsewhere. Because a draw between Netherlands and Austria would still keep the Netherlands ahead of France on goals scored. That's where France aren't getting the advantage at the moment. That's good work from Barcola. Nice with Chouameni. Conte now finds Rabiot running off the ball, but maybe just a bit too easily seen off the ball there, Rabiot. Referee's going to give a free kick as Frankowski was challenged. Kind of clotheslined him there. Has to watch himself, Rabiot, already on a yellow. But if France haven't scored, I was expecting in about 5-10 minutes time, I think we'll see the introduction of Antoine Griezmann into the fray. Just for that extra creativity, that extra attacking quality on the pitch for them. Swap out a midfielder, maybe Rabiot could be the one that is changed. Although there's Rabiot finding the space, plays it out to Dembele. That's good from France. Now they're on the break again. Here's Ousmane Dembele, breaking past his man. Brought down. And it's a penalty. Referee took no second look at that one and pointed straight to the spot. And Ousmane Dembele's run into the box gets France a spot kick. Jakub Kiwior goes for the challenge, completely upends Dembele there. Nowhere near the ball, Kiwior. That was a very, very naive defensive move, and France get the penalty. Could this be massive? Kylian Mbappe missed the penalty in the shootout against Switzerland at Euro 2020 to be knocked out at the round of 16. This is to give France the lead and possibly top spot in Group D at Euro 2024. Kylian Mbappe, the majority of his last 15 penalties have all gone to the keeper's right. Skorupski's made quite a number of saves against the French captain already this afternoon. Will he make another? Mbappe on the spots. Mbappe to score! No doubt about it! The mask comes off, and Mbappe celebrates his first European Championships goal. And France lead against Poland, which would put Les Bleus top of the group. Kylian Mbappe, goal number 48 for France in his 80th appearance for his country. Keeper went to his right, Mbappe went to the keeper's left. No doubt about it. Kylian Mbappe, cool, calm, collected, to give France the lead in Dortmund. A lead they've been so desperately craving for so long in this match. France 1, Poland 0. Could the floodgates be opening, or will Poland hang in there? Sphere had a quick look. That's quickly cleared and goal given. No questions. And France lead in Dortmund. Their first player to score in French colours for France at Euro 2024 is no doubt, no shock that it is, the man himself, Kylian Mbappe. to open his account at these championships and at any championships previously to give France the lead and update the table. France retake the lead. That is fabulous because we've seen another goal in the other game in the group, I believe. I don't understand what's happened. We've seen another goal. It's updated just before the table updated quicker than we've seen a goal. Austria have retaken the lead. They're swapping. And Austria retake the lead. That is fabulous. I'm trying to see who it was, but Austria are 2-1 up. And it is Romano Schmid with the goal. And Austria lead by 2-1 in the German capital. I was about to show you that France were top of the group. I looked quickly and saw that the Netherlands were back in third. And I was confused as to what had happened. But it's Austria that have retaken the lead. And I'll show you the table in a moment because here comes Barcola for France. Unrelenting. Barcola's shot easily saved by Skorovski again. Goodness me, there's no time to breathe. So, the group looks like this at the moment. As it stands, it's France who lead the way, leading Poland by 1-0 here. With only their second goal of the tournament, they're on 7 points. Austria now retake second. They take second place, leading Netherlands 2-1. They're on 6 points, and the Netherlands trailing against Austria are in third with 4 points. But anything can still happen. It can all still change because there's only one goal in it in both matches. Group D has been the most swappy group on match day 3 so far. It's the most topsy-turvy table we've seen on match day 3 to this point. Goodness me. Here's Mbappe. Now Hernandez. Bit more space for France now. Chouameni. Koundé. Dembele. Breaks past his man again, Dembele. But just gets his feet in a muddle. Looks like he shouted at his own feet there. It did. Just saying it again, it's a cross from the byline, cut back to Romano Schmid for Austria to retake the lead. Fabulous stuff in Berlin. Wow. And changes afoot here in Dortmund. I think it's going to be a triple change for France. It is. Rabiot, Barcola and Conte are all going to make way. So, Barcola, I think, pretty hard done by. He's been very bright today. Rabiot is going to come off. He's on a yellow. And N'Golo Conte is going to be the other. And the 3 changes are going to be Antoine Griezmann, Eduardo Camavinga, and Olivier Giroud. So, Giroud will go through the middle. Mbappe will come off the left. Griezmann will make it more of a 4-2-3-1 in a sense. With Chouameni and Camavinga in midfield for France. So they've gone to a 4-2-3-1 possibly. Here's Zalewski for Poland. They've not given up yet. Poland, although well closed down by Upamecano. He wanted his keeper to show for him there, and Magnot just got there in time to clear it away. And Mbappe, what was it? Giroud actually there. It went down. Looked like he got the break of the ball there, Olivier Giroud, but ultimately ends up on the floor. Yeah, just a collision with Davidovic. Yeah. Just comes crashing through Davidovic there. He had the right to go for the ball. He clearly won the ball. Just to follow through on Giroud. Saw the French number 9 on the grounds. He's only on the pitch about 30 seconds, if that. He's already had his first clash of the game. Reminder then for you tonight, don't forget, one more group to come for you today. It's Group C, England's group. England, Slovenia, Denmark and Serbia, all rounding off group stage action tonight, 8 o'clock on LFS. At the moment, France leading against Poland, and the Netherlands trailing against Austria. Has France top at the moment, Austria in second, and the Netherlands in third in this group. Still about half an hour or so, plus the additional time to go in both games, so there's a long way to go before anything's decided. That's lovely from Dembele. Skip past his man again, and Dembele's breaking down the right-hand side. He's got Giroud and Mbappe in the middle, and the cross is a threatening one, but couldn't find anyone in there from Dembele. Trying to see again, he has acres of space down the right hand side, Dembele, charging his way through, and he whips across, right across the 6-yard box. A lot of height and pace behind it, but couldn't find Mbappe, who was running towards it in the middle, and ultimately Poland get away with that one, but they looked very vulnerable there on the break. Ousmane Dembele, who on that right hand side has been second half, got the most joy for France. Won them the penalty that has them in front. And he had a very good chance there. Griezmann, nice work through the centre, tried to find Mbappe, well closed down by Frankowski, but will be picked up once more by Hernandez. Here is Mbappe. Rolled back to Hernandez. Now Kylian Mbappe very much on the left-hand side. Plays it infield to Camavinga. Now Giroud on the spin. Just overhead it back to Camavinga. He will stretch to reach the ball, but in the end couldn't receive possession. But much more flow about France at the moment. That out-and-out centre-forward in Giroud. Mbappe off the left. They've got Griezmann in the centre alongside Camavinga and Tchouaméni. And then Dembele off the right for France. It's much more comfortable, it seems, for France. I said they lacked that potency in the central areas in the first half. They've brought on two very centrally potent players in Olivier Giroud and Antoine Griezmann. Here comes Koundé, breaking forward, squares it across, finds Griezmann in space in the edge of the box. Griezmann has a shot. Pretty tame. It took a deflection. It will be a France corner, but don't think that was the right move there from Griezmann to take the shot. Mbappe had a bit of space off the left again, but Griezmann apologising for that instantly. Just saw that cross from Dembele. It looked like Mbappe was trying to do the hand of God there. He was reaching for it with his hand. You can't score with your hand. Griezmann to take this corner for France. Left-hand side, 25 to go in Dortmund. France leading by a goal to nil. Griezmann, left-footed cross to the back post and instantly dealt with by Poland to get it back to their keeper, Skorupski. But still very much in this game, Poland. Despite trailing, it's only one goal that separates the two teams. A lot can change in the latter stages, as we've seen before. Here's Urbanski. Linking up with Zielinski. Urbanski again. Found Moder. Urbanski. Zielinski. Round the corner, try to find Urbanski, but Dembele tracking back, winning the ball for France. Lovely skill from him, Dembele, to spin around Urbanski, and now Mbappe tried to run in behind, but good work from Skorupski there, the Polish keeper, to break out and clear it away. Camavinga, though, picks it up for France in the middle. We'll get the free kick off Szymanski there. I think he might have to change his studs there, Camavinga. He slipped twice now. That one was a challenge, but he did slip quite easily there. Poland are going to make a change here at the moment, at this juncture. Actually, two changes. And it's going to be Zalewski's going to make way for one of them. So Zalewski's coming off, and Michal Skorash is coming off, or coming on, and it will be Szymanski as well for Swiderski. So to recap, for Poland, Zalewski and Szymanski off, and Skorash and Swiderski on for Poland. So an extra attacker in Swiderski, alongside Urbanski and Lewandowski. Chouameni putting his body on the line. He'll get the free kick there. French number 8 won the ball, diving for that header. Although Robert Lewandowski, a bit hard done by the fact that he felt that it was a foul on him. I think the referee thinks claiming high boot by Lewandowski. It's a real clash there between the two, of Chouameni and Lewandowski. I don't think either of them ultimately were foul. It's just a straight collision, but the referee had to do something about it. Magna, Upamecano, nice work to spread it wide to Koundé. Dembele, round the corner. Koundé continues to run down the right flank. Seen out there well by Jakob Moder. Much better combinations from France in the second half. Much more comfortable on the ball. As I look over to the Netherlands game, and Daniel Malen is just receiving treatment at the moment. The Netherlands have a comeback needed with 20 to go. Hernandez gets the break of the ball for France and squares it across the 6-yard box. No one was there. Giroud wasn't on his toes there. He was on his heels, and great work from Hernandez, and waiting for the cut back there. Giroud just squared it across the 6-yard box, did Hernandez. France certainly still threatening for a second, but at the moment no clear attempt at that. They've already had just one less shot than they had in the first half altogether. They've had 7 shots in the second half. They had 8 in the first. Contrastingly for Poland, they had 6 shots in the first half. None of them in the second half. None in the second half. So France certainly threatening a lot more than Poland in this second. And I did say that, and I said it not to be harsh on Poland in that first half. I said it to be truthful from what I saw. Polish attacks majorly came from France giving the ball away. Poor passing, poor intricate play. Giving the ball away in those moments, and that's where Poland found their break, found their space, found their attacks from. And it wasn't to discredit what Poland were doing, it was just clearly stating the fact. And it's clear, France have been a lot better in the second half. Poland, at the same token, haven't had a shot. So, therefore, evident that a lot of their work came from France giving the ball away, unforced. As Hernandez and Mbappe tried to flick forward there, but Poland win the ball back. Do keep your votes coming in. The poll in the chat is still live at the moment, and we will close it fairly shortly. I will close it fairly shortly, about 5 minutes, so you have to get your votes in very quickly if you haven't done so already. Here's Lewandowski to shoot from distance, but just narrowly wide of the left post. That from the number 9. It's poor from the French player there. I couldn't see who it was. It was Koundé spun there by Lewandowski, the 35-year-old, outbeating Jules Koundé there, and on the spin, took the shot from distance, Lewandowski, and that one not too far away. As I was saying, don't forget to get your votes in. If you haven't voted already, you've just a couple more minutes till the 75 minutes, so about 3 minutes or so before we close that poll. Keep those votes coming in. At the moment, France are still well ahead in terms of the prediction for who will finish top of the group. At the moment, all three teams can still finish top, but with France winning, it can only be the Netherlands that can topple them if they end up winning against Austria. Austria, with France winning, cannot finish top. It's mathematically impossible. Here's Mbappe. Nice link up with Hernandez. And Camavinga's come out to the left here. Camavinga's got a bit of a marauding run on him. Tried to square it across to Giroud, but, well, cut out by Poland as he tries to reach to win it back and does really well there. Camavinga, committed from the Real Madrid midfielder. Here's Mbappe, also now of Real Madrid. To Camavinga. Mbappe, lovely footwork in the box. Couldn't find a shooting opportunity. Tchouaméni. Now Griezmann overstepped his touch that time. That's a bit heavy. Allowed Poland to clear their lines, and the looping ball forward finds Swiderski. Has Saliba chasing. Swiderski does well. Here's Frankowski. Blocked by Dembele. Out for a Poland throw on the left-hand side. Both sides threatening. France still leading. Urbanski. In between the lines. Frankowski now, trying to squeeze it through again. Griezmann got back to close it down. Here's Lewandowski, very deep. Chips it into the box. Swiderski has the time to take the touch. Went down. The referee said no penalty. Upamecano got the ball, and now France on the counter. Here's Dembele. Squares it across. Mbappe! Straight at the keeper. Should have done better there. The Polish fans certain there was a penalty claim. They should have got a penalty, but I don't think it was on Swiderski, and he's still down in the box. Swiderski. Upamecano doesn't look particularly confident. Oh. No. I've just seen it from the reverse angle. There's nothing in that. Swiderski goes down very easily. I mean, he gets slightly touched. Minimal contact with Upamecano, but that's not enough for a penalty. I'm sure VAR will say the same. Although VAR are going to check this, and the referee's going to come to the screen, so maybe, just maybe, it's not going to be a simple decision. I don't think it's enough, personally. It looks very minimal contact. Doesn't get to the ball, though. Oh, he might get a toe on it underneath the foot, but I think it's a fair challenge by Upamecano. I don't think this is a penalty, although the referee has decided penalty. Poland get a penalty. France maybe not out of the water yet. Speaking of not out of the water, neither might be Austria, because there's a goal check in Berlin. We'll get there in a moment. So it's all happening at one moment or two. So France scored from the spot, and now Lewandowski will have the chance to respond for Poland at the other end. So Mbappe found the net against Skorupski at the other ends, and Lewandowski will have his chance against Mike Mania at this end. We have the goal check has been completed. The goal has been given, so the Netherlands have levelled in Berlin 2-2. So they're back on level terms with just 13 minutes to go, and Poland with a chance to do the same. We'll update the table in a moment after we have this penalty decision. Lewandowski to get back into the game for Poland. In the spot, Robert Lewandowski against Mike Mania. Lewandowski, saved by Mania. Wonderful goalkeeping. Certainly not a great penalty from Robert Lewandowski. And the French fans celebrating like they've scored a goal of their own. Lewandowski tried to go for the little hop before the shots. And the referee stopping something. What's happened here? I think the referee's gonna... There might be a retake incoming here. Did Manya step off his line before the... See it again. You have to check this. It's going to be tight, this. This is going to be very tight, this. A retake is the decision. I believe. Yeah. Retake of a penalty. So he missed the first one. Mannion has to try and do the same again. He stepped off his goal line before the shot was taken. So the penalty will be retaken by Lewandowski. He'll have a second shot at it here. Robert Lewandowski. Up against Mannion again. Hops again and finds a corner. Retakes the penalty and doesn't make the mistake this time. Gets Poland back in the game and back level. 1-1. France got away with one. On the first occasion, the keeper stepped off his line and it was retaken. And Robert Lewandowski doesn't make a mistake twice. Might make it once, but certainly won't make it twice. Robert Lewandowski, the goal machine, scores again for Poland. Wow. 1-1. And I haven't even seen who scored the equaliser for the Netherlands. We'll get there in a moment. Although we'll not get there in a moment about the Netherlands equaliser because they're behind again. What is happening? What is going on? Marcel Sabitzer has given Austria the lead again. The Netherlands go behind, get on level terms and go behind in quick succession. Goodness me. I can't keep up, it's that quick. I mean, it's goals galore all around the grounds, and now Poland are trying to threaten, but France clear their line. So it was Depay that levelled for the Netherlands, and now in Berlin there's been another. As I said, Sabitzer has given Austria the lead once again. My goodness me, we all need a lie down after this. Wow. Just wow. I mean, I don't know, I couldn't even tell you what the table looks like. I'll get it up in a second once it updates, but goodness me. All three teams, for a slight moment or two this afternoon, have all held top spot. France, Austria and the Netherlands have all tasted top spot in Group D. Just seen Depay's equaliser a bit earlier. He scored to level. There was a VAR check for a possible handball. That was given as a good goal. And then Sabitzer with a rocket into the roof of the net. That was wonderful. 3-2 Austria. Let's show you the table as it stands now. As France make another change, Chouameni's made way for Youssouf Fofana. So France under pressure here with a draw. They're drawing. They need to win to secure top spot no matter what. Austria winning at the moment, they would have top spot. So this is how it stands. Austria top on 6. France on 5, currently drawing. Netherlands on 4 in third. Although Lewandowski's shot over the bar. Goodness me. As I think... Was there another effort? I think Austria might have thought they'd scored a fourth there. I think it was an offside, yeah. Offside. Austria thought they'd scored a fourth. To double or to extend their lead further, but the flag was up against... I think it might have been Baumgartner. Trying to see. Nonetheless, it's still 3-2 Austria, and France have more work to do. They want top spot. They're going to have to work for it here, and they're going to have 8 minutes plus additional time to find one. Just to confirm then, the third place team in this group, which is the Netherlands at the moment, that could all change, but at the moment it is the Netherlands. They will face either Spain or the winner of Group E, or the winner of Group C in the round of 16. France, who are the runners-up of this group as it stands at the moment, would either face off against Group E runner-up, or... no, they would face the runner-up of Group E at the moment, France, whoever that would be. And the winner of the group, Austria, as it stands, would face the runner-up of Group F, which all to be decided tomorrow. So, my goodness me. It looks like Poland are threatening for a possible winner here. Cross comes in, Lewandowski was through the middle. Will be chased out to the right-hand side here. Skorash. Lifted into the box by Motor, and Lewandowski was in there again. It will be a corner as Upamecano had to head it behind for the corner. France holding on here. And we haven't had time to close the poll because we had that VAR check. So the poll is now closed. Just to tell you, and France have clearly won. They're 66% of the vote saying that France would finish top, 24% saying Netherlands, and just 8% saying Austria would top the group. As Poland with the ball in, cleared away, shot from distance, took a deflection, but Manya will easily gather that one. Wow. At the moment, Austria would be top of the group. Anybody's guess as to who will be top at the full-time whistle. Just a reminder of you, we have had a total of 7 goals over the 2 games in this group. 6 of them have come in the second half alone. Only 1 in the first half. That was Austria's lead that had them ahead at half-time as Mbappe tried to break between the lines. Koundé, Dembele, France not giving up either. Koundé, Mbappe, lovely flick, finds Koundé, cuts it back, Giroud! The effort will end up dribbling behind. I think it will be a corner. It took a deflection off Giroud there. Lovely from Mbappe to Koundé. Koundé cuts it back and Giroud, yeah, does come off Bednarek, who throws his body on the line against Giroud. Actually, oh, might have got away with one there, France. I don't think that was a corner. Come back off Giroud afterwards. A substitution here for France. Dembele is going to come off. Kolo Muani is coming on, so some fresh legs in attack for the latter stages and some extra height maybe in the box, because they need a winner to take top spot as it stands. Griezmann to take this corner. Lots of height in there for Les Bleus. They need someone to pop up and sink it in the net to retake the lead. Griezmann off the left here for this. Referee was ironing out 1 or 2 problems. Griezmann's delivery cleared away at the front post and further cleared. Brought down by Hernandez, as that's just pipped there by Kolo Muani as Lewandowski was back defending. France won the throw in. Here's Griezmann. Whip across in. Too much on that one, Antoine Griezmann, and Frankowski just had to safely put it behind for the corner. Took no risks there. Didn't know what was behind him and just flicked it out for the corner. Mbappe will come over and take this one now. Right footed. Griezmann with a flick on. Back across. Griezmann was stretching, couldn't reach it. Skorupski got in the way. As France battle back. Koundé. Camavinga. Will there be a late winner in this one? And they've got no choice but to go for it, France. If they don't, they're not going to get top spot. Kolo Muani, shot blocked. Sorry, that wasn't Kolo Muani. I apologise, wrong number. Did come off Kolomwani eventually that for a Polish throw. Ultimately, I did get it right in the end. It was Yusuf Fofana that the shot came in from. It was blocked. Griezmann was just inches away from finding it past the keeper there, Skorupski. And Mbappe's not comfortable here. His mask has come up and he got caught in the face. Mask maybe not doing its job at the moment. Has Mbappe in a bit of pain. He's still continuing. That might be a problem that will affect him the whole way through this tournament. It's Camavinga battling in the midfield, but all over Jakub Kiwior there, and Poland get the free kick. 2 minutes plus additional time to go. Less than that, they're into the 90th minute in Berlin, where it is Netherlands 2, Austria 3. It's do or die for the top two in this group, France and the Netherlands. At the moment, the Netherlands would finish third, France would finish second, and Ralf Rangnick's Austria would top the group. Fabulous stuff. But there's still time left as France get a free kick. And yellow cards come the way of Davidovic. So France will get a free kick. There's still a lot of time to go. I'm sure there'll be quite a number of minutes added on at the end of the 90 in both games. We've had 2 VAR checks in this one for penalties. Here's Hernandez trying to cut it back for Mbappe. Closed down well. Charge down. It's all about Poland. They're not just holding on. They will have a chance themselves. They have shown promise in trying to attack and trying to threaten France to try and win this game, but France need the winner. Now there's 6 added minutes. Thank you, Graham, in the chat. 6 added minutes in the game between Netherlands and Austria, so a lot of time there to go. We're about to find out how long's added on in this one. About 45 seconds of the 90 to go. Here's Hernandez. Mbappe chips it into the box. Couldn't find Giroud. Cleared away again. Camavinga couldn't win the ball back as Upamecano was turned, and Camavinga committing the foul. And that will be another free kick to Poland. Urbanski, Kiwior, Frankowski. The 90 minutes up here. How long will be added on? 5 added minutes. 5 minutes for either France or Poland to get a winner. France desperately need it much more than Poland because Poland's already out. Here comes Mbappe as France get the advantage. Mbappe off the left. Mbappe trying to force it across. Will get the corner out of it. Goodness me. Mbappe to take this corner. Will be an in-swinger. Lifted to the back post. Flicked across goal. Again. Cleared away by Poland. All the bodies in there for Poland. Everybody back. Hernandez. To Fofana. France need to get it into the final third. 4 minutes to go. We've seen last minute goals for Hungary on Sunday nights. Last night for Italy. Will there be one more to add to that list tonight? Griezmann. Mbappe. Looks to set one up. Mbappe! Shot took a deflection, but into the hands of Skorupski. And the deflection helped Poland out there. Took a deflection of Moder, maybe, I think it was. As by the equal token of France trying to push for a winner, the Netherlands are pushing for a leveller. Because if the Netherlands do level the game, they will get top spot, with France drawing at the moment. That's how tight it is. Hernandez linking up with Mbappe as he's trailed back there. Hernandez and a yellow card for Zaderski. who took one for the team there. 3 minutes to go here in Dortmund. Less than 3 to go in Berlin. 2.5 minutes to go. So, not much time in either game. And Griezmann over this free kick for France. A lot of bodies in there, in blue. A lot more of them in red. Griezmann lifts it into the box, all the way across, bouncing to the back post, and it came off Upamecano and out for a goal kick. Just getting it into an area there, Antoine Griezmann. Couldn't find anyone in there clearly to find the net. Didier Deschamps looks on. Well, it's unlikely that they know what's happening elsewhere. France knew that no matter what happened elsewhere between the Netherlands and Austria, a draw would have secured them second spot anyway. They will finish second even no matter what happens elsewhere. It's about who finishes top at the moment, and that's what's going on between the Netherlands and Austria. Austria win, they will take top spot. Netherlands draw or win, they take top spot, with France drawing at the moment. If France win and Austria win, France take top spot. If France win and the other two teams draw, France take top spot. So it's still in France's hands at this moment. The only way France would fail to win this group, having won, is if Netherlands score 2 goals to win themselves. Mbappe lifted it across the box. Koundé's in there. Jules Koundé across. It's pinball in there as Poland clear it again. Last minute of the 95. And there's into the last minute as well. Last 30 seconds in Berlin. It looks like Austria might get the job done. And they look to be taking top spot in the group. Unless there's some late drama in either of these two games, Ralf Rangnick's side could have done an impeccable job in Group D. Poland have a throw-in. The 6 minutes are up in Berlin. Still time for France if they can conjure up a late winner. They will steal top spot as Magna tries to get his team up the pitch. Hoofs it forward. Last throw of the dice here for Les Bleus. Mbappe in the edge of the box goes down. Wanted a penalty. Told to get up by the referee. He's incensed that that was not a foul there, Mbappe. The VAR will maybe have a late involvement. I'm not saying so, as Camavinga's had the foul given against him. And that might be just that for that one. Still going elsewhere. Just see it again. I mean, it's a collision with Mbappe on the edge of the box by Davidovic. To me, it looked like a foul on Mbappe, but it's up to the referee. As the full-time whistle goes in Berlin, and it goes here as well. Austria have done the inevitable, the unbelievable. They have toppled both France and the Netherlands in Group D to take top spot. Both faltering on match day 3 when they seem to be in comfortable positions to take top spot in the group. The Netherlands and Austria and France all through, but in not the order you would have expected. Ralf Rangnick's side have done the almost impossible, the unbelievable against the Netherlands, beating the Orange Men in Berlin to take top spot. They need a bit of help from France on the way. France won, Poland won, sees France in second, Austria top, and the Netherlands in third. What a crazy end to Group D. It's never as simple as the top 2 on paper going through. There's always a bit of drama, there's always a bit of excitement, and there's always something to bring a turn up for the books. Those Austrian fans in Berlin are jumping with excitement, jubilation, and incredible feat that they have achieved. 2 wins was enough for Austria against the Netherlands and Poland to secure top spot. They got off to a pretty annoying and frustrating start on match day 1, but they have conjured up 2 wins to take top spot. Fabulous stuff. Let's just confirm you those scorelines then in our 2 games from Group D. What a day we have seen. Wow. What a day. Confirming then for you, France 1, Poland 1, Netherlands 2, Austria 3. France took the lead in the game in Dortmund through Kylian Mbappe's penalty before that was levelled from Robert Lewandowski's equalising penalty. And the way of the worlds in Berlin was a lot more complicated. Donyell Malen opened the scoring for Austria from an own goal after 6 minutes to give Austria the lead. That was the scoreline at half-time. Cody Gakpo in the 47th minute of the second half levelled for the Netherlands. Then, 11 minutes later, Romano Schmid retook the lead for Austria 2-1. Memphis Depay with 15 minutes to go again levelled for the Netherlands for the second time in the afternoon for the third time of the day, and for the final time Austria sealed the deal with their captain at the time, Marcel Sabitzer, to score the winner to give Austria the ultimate victory that sees them finish top of Group D. Let's just confirm that then for you. We will refresh the groups and should update for you on our main group tables page. There we are. So it's Austria top. And I can confirm for you, Austria finishing top will have the runner-up of Group F, which as it stands would be Turkey before they play tomorrow. France will face the runner-up of Group E, which at the moment would be Belgium. That's anybody's guess as to who they will face, France. And Netherlands are a bit uncertain as to who they will play. They could play Spain. They could also play the winner of Group E. And also the winner of Group C. So it's still uncertain as to who Netherlands will play, but they're certainly through. There we are. That's it. Group D done and dusted. 3 down, 3 to go. And 1 more to come a bit later on. It's England's turn. France have faltered top spot in their group with a draw. Netherlands in third, and Austria, the unlikely group winners in Group D. Wow. Group C is next. England-Slovenia at 8 o'clock. About an hour's time, that will be kicking off. And we'll watch Denmark-Serbia as well. Who will take top spot in Group C? It's not as simple as the best side on paper tops the group. It's the best side over the 3 games that tops the group. See you in an hour's time for Group C.